So as most of you know, I had an audition at LaGuardia High School for performing arts. And I auditioned for visual arts, and that audition was on the 17th of November of 2012. And this right here is my portfolio. And like it might be small, but like the thing is I didn't know exactly what size it had to be, so I took this. And basically here it's just all my artwork, like all I submitted in. And today I think I'll be, showing you what I have in there. Okay, so let's begin. So this is basically just my ticket. And there, you every time when you want to audition, you have to get a ticket in order to get in. Well, not to get into the school, but like to get into the audition. And then here's just like a quick browsing of my drawings. I mainly used color pencil, and chalk pastel. Nothing really special. It's nothing really out of this world. It's just, some raw sketches. There's really bad lighting here. It's my laptop camera, that's why. And yeah, this is basically just what I submitted in. This is my favorite personally, it's a cat. Split no. There's a cat. And then there's just last one. Just last. Some landscape and the sky. And there's just this last one. That one came out pretty good too. So basically the audition process is, well, for me, visual arts, it was getting in. Like I got there like around 7:45 and into the building, and I was seated in the auditorium by like 8, and I was waiting there, and there were groups since it was like separated in columns, and since I was in like in the first group, but they took like another group first. I don't know why, but they told us that we would go first, but they took another group first. Oh well. So yeah, that happened. So after that, we went upstairs to the 7th floor. We were in room 727. Well, that was the audition room anyways, because first you gotta go somewhere else to like another like floor or room, and like you just submit your portfolio in there, and like you label it and all that, and then just turn it in. Or at least this is how it was for me. And then you just go up to whatever floor. Like for me, it was the 7th floor. For the other visual arts group, it was the 8th floor, I think. But yeah, it varies, I guess. But yeah, and you have 20 minutes, approximately 20 minutes for each for each test. And basically, there's 3 tests. For me, it was the first one. Okay, first, when you get up there, there's like a little folder. Let's call it that. It's just very thin. It's like a normal letter size paper. Only has it's like a booklet, but only 2 papers. And there's just you thought questions. Like one of the questions was, where did you hear about LaGuardia and what do you expect from it? And you just answer all those questions as honestly possible, because I guess that's what they want to hear. I mean, it'd be common sense. But yeah, you answer them as honestly as possible. And then once you're done with that, you go to the drawing part of the test. And that's kind of stressing, really. Well, for me it was. The first part of the test was drawing models. And there were 2 models. There was an Asian model, and I think she was like of Indian descent model. I'm not sure, but there were 2 models. I got to draw the Asian model, to my luck, which was a lot easier. But yeah, you just draw them as you see them seated there. and that's it. Like you have 20 minutes, just sketch out basic things and then just fill in the details as you go, and remember to shade everything because that's what they ask you to do, shade everything. And then the second part is, for me it was to draw a fruit bowl and a fruit. It was either to draw a fruit bowl and a fruit or to draw a teapot, a tea kettle, and a saucer. I chose to draw the fruit bowl and the fruit. Right. So basically what they want is a fruit, any fruit, or multiple fruits, and then a fruit bowl with fruits inside of the bowl. Okay, so once you draw that, start at very basic, and then you get into the shading and all that, and be creative as you can. Just draw what you can, because it's from memory. It's not like it's right there, because I would have been lucky if it was. And I chose a fruit bowl because I didn't, the fruit one, because I didn't know what the fuck a kettle was, a fucking saucer. I didn't know what that was, because I don't use those. We don't use those in my household. And I've heard of those, but I just don't know what the hell they are. So I drew the fruits, and it was basically just a fruit. And since they don't want you to like working so much on like the table, like basically where it's set, just like shadow it out. Like, let's say you draw like 2 pairs. Like, okay, if this is your paper and you have like a pear right here, and then like an apple right here, and then like the fruit bowl right here. And instead of like drawing the whole table, just like shade it out. Like draw the like apple and the pear shade and the fruit bowl shade. Shade the fruit bowl, shade everything. That needs to be shaded, of course. And if you have remaining time, be sure to like add a window, add a portrait, add anything that makes it, that jazzes it up, because that's what they want. They want creativity. In this part, you could be as creative as possible, but use your time wisely, because you have 20 minutes for each part. It's quite easy. And then there's the third part, to draw with crayons, with oil pastels. They're very messy, but you will have time to, afterwards wash your hands. You have 20 minutes for that. For me, the topics were waiting at the bus and a trip to the zoo or something like that. Again, I drew waiting for the bus, because it's something I do every day to go to school. So I know what it's like, and I barely ever go to the zoo. So yeah, I drew that. I had 20 minutes, and you can only use crayons and crayons only. It's very messy, and you will have time. Don't be afraid to get messy. Use your fingers, smudge it out. Be creative. You only have 20 minutes. Remember that for every part you have 20 minutes, or it was at least for me 20 minutes. Work quick, detailed, and just try your best. I'm getting my call or my letter around April or so. So yeah, that's that. So I hope you find this video helpful. If you're going into visual arts, I'm sorry I don't know about in any other studio. I'm really sorry. But it's best if you go to their website. But yeah, this is my personal experience and my audition to LaGuardia in visual arts. And if you're auditioning, to the best of luck to you, and I hope you guys make it. And if I make it and you make it, see you at LaGuardia.